Hey everybody, this is Rustin Rose of Metalholic Magazine and Access Entertainment, and joining us tonight, Jake Oni of ONI. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
It's fantastic to get a chance to talk with you. I just got off the phone with Francesco of Devil You Know. Had some wonderful things to say about you guys. It's going to be an exciting tour.
Nice. Francesco's a good dude.
Yeah, he's definitely an awesome dude. So tell us about the Make America Metal Again tour, because that's going to be a fantastic thing for you guys to get a chance to get out there and sort of, sink your teeth into and break in. People really haven't seen you before. This is your first real big tour, is it not?
It totally is. And it's going to be great. We're direct support for Devil You Know, and we're starting off in Fresno and going to New York and all the places in between. It's going to be great.
Yeah, it'll be exciting to get a chance to see you, because I've heard so much, but obviously I've only heard the one song so far. But you guys are a little bit of a mystery right now. There's very little info about the band floating out there in the ether, if you will. I can't even find a Facebook page. I can't even talk either. give us a little backstory on the band and what fans can sort of expect when they see you on this upcoming tour.
Backstory of the band, we've been around for 2 years, and the tour is going to be very heavy, and it's going to be pretty kick-ass, so it's going to be great.
Well, let's talk about you, because you're kind of finishing up the debut album. There's no release date for it yet, I understand. Is there a ballpark when we can expect it? And what, for those who obviously haven't seen you yet or really heard you, what they can expect from ONI?
I would say between now and around summertime, the album will drop.
Nice. And
they can expect a lot of killer riffs, a lot of shredding, crazy progressive music, a lot of melody, a lot of catchy stuff, a lot of heavy stuff, just the whole package. So
I've heard the sound referred to as sort of like Dream Theater meets Slipknot. Would that be somewhat accurate?
Correct.
Nice. It's sort of a cool combination. And I got a little bit of that when I was listening to the first song, Eternal Recurrence. That takes me back to Nietzsche right there. But that's sort of out there as a taster track, if you will. Is that song sort of indicative of ONI's overall sound, or just one dimension of it?
That's kind of a more poppier, catchier song, but it's definitely kind of an all-around of what we can do. And that's really cool that you got that Nietzsche philosophy. That's really cool. Not many people get that.
Yeah, as soon as I saw the title, I'm picturing the snake eating itself, But
yeah, that's cool.
To get to know you a little bit better, you're the front man of the band. How did you sort of get into all this? You've always been a big fan of progressive music, obviously, but are there like certain milestones or albums that came out that sort of led you down this path that were pivotal for you?
Definitely. And I actually was never really into progressive music. I was much more, like if my band is Slipknot means Dream Theater, I was much more Slipknot than Dream Theater.
Wow.
But I guess, something made me like more this style of stuff. I guess Periphery's first album, that was great. And some other stuff too. And I just like playing, and I just like making music and writing music. And, my band are real shredders, and nothing holds them back. So it's been really great collaborating with all the guys and making a kick-ass album, and it's going to be awesome going on tour. Absolutely.
And when you were in the studio with Josh Wilbur, who's fantastic producer, obviously, just did the Devil You Know album as well, what was that experience like for you? What did you sort of take away from that?
It's amazing. And one thing I took away from it is a lifelong friendship with Josh. Me and him are bros, and it's pretty cool.
As a vocalist, did he sort of push you a little bit?
Oh, yeah. Totally did. Completely. Like, I'd say I learned a lot about myself making my record, having Josh there, he'd say certain things that would try to get a certain sound out of me, and then he would get those sounds out of me, and then I would remember what he did and keep that, and I'd be like, I didn't even fucking know I could sound like that, It's pretty cool what a good producer can pull out of a vocalist in the studio.
I understand Mr. Randy Blythe may be making a cameo on the record, is that correct?
He has, yep. He's on the record. The Only Cure, the song he's on.
What was that like?
It's fucking rad, dude. Really rad. Randy's the best.
Is there anybody else that's going to be sort of sneaking in there, or is he sort of like the big one for you?
Francesco Artizzato from Devil You Know is also on the album. Hopefully, when we go on tour, he can make a little guest solo live. That would be sick.
Absolutely. One of the things that, and I want to make sure I'm getting this right, correct me if I'm wrong, you guys are going to be donating your merchandise proceeds for the U-Rock Foundation on this tour?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, definitely. That's happening, for sure.
Well, that's fantastic because the U Rock Foundation is a fantastic cause. You know, there's so many people in this country with depression, and it's nice to see a young band get involved with something like that. You know, I'll be Randy from Lamb of God's involved, Devil You Know, Corey Taylor from Slipknot and Stone Sour's involved in that thing. So it's great to see you guys out there. And, you know, it's not easy for a band to forfeit their merchandising for a little while there because that's sort of your bread and butter when you're young and upcoming. So bravo to you guys.
Hey, man, I'm just stoked to be going on tour.
I'll bet. And to get the album out, I'm sure. So what in the world is a xylosynth? I understand you have a xylosynth player in the band, and I'm just like, what the heck is that?
It's an electronic xylophone with MIDI and just shreds on that thing. He's like a virtuosic guitar solo player on that thing. It's pretty cool. An instrument that a lot of people wouldn't have seen or heard with metal. Like most people hear our album or our music and think it's like keyboard. Kind of sounds like keyboard, but we can make it sound kind of like whatever we want. He holds 2 mallets in each hand and shreds away.
Nice. Now, I understand that obviously the album won't be out for a little bit, but the Eternal Recurrent Song, are fans going to be able to like get access to this or something when you're not on tour?
Yeah, they can get it right now. It's on oniband.com. They can just pull that one right offline if they want to, straight to their phones.
Oh, nice.
Right there. So
there you go. Check it out, everybody. All right, Jake, thank you so much for taking a few minutes to talk with us. We're so excited about the album and to see you guys on tour. We're expecting big things. We're hoping big things. The first song gives us a great indication of where it's going to go. So we appreciate it. We'll talk with you soon, my friend.
Awesome, dude. Thanks.